Hi, it has just occurred to me that many people that I'm going to say assumed, I really don't want to say assumed, I'd like to say believed, knew what the word love means, don't, but I'm going to say assumed. Perhaps I assumed that these people knew what the word love means, what love is, how love works, what it does, what it doesn't do. Uh, I am amazed at how many people don't know, have a clue. They don't understand what it is that they say, and then they put words on top of the word as if love needs something else to go with it. I'm gonna ask you to consider something with me, because I took my time before coming to share this. So let me ask you to consider something. If you are dealing with someone who you term for your own reasons, your perception, your perspective, what you might think is a fact, to be difficult, right? Difficult in communicating, difficult in being heard by them, difficult to hear them, difficult maybe just to have a straightforward conversation, or just to just have any type of conversation, depending on how they may be feeling, what they may be doing or not doing, or where they may be. Or if you're in a space where you consider this person great for certain environments but not for others, and you've said I love you, written, text, any of that is counting as is saying, okay? But you don't move with them like you love them. If when they call you send it to voicemail, or you discard, or you act as though you don't see that the phone is ringing, or you act as though you don't understand that there's a text, and you don't respond because they're not in a great place, a desired space, something that you choose to deal with, then I'm going to tell you that that's not love. I'm not even going to ask if you agree or whatever. I'm just going to tell you straight that that's not love, because there's one definition that is stellar, and that is complete, and that is understood when you read it. And if it's not, then that's what you should go back and look into and look after, to see about what it is that it means in its totality, so that you can know what the hell it is that you're saying when you say things like I love you, or when you write it, text it, whatever that you're gonna do, right? Because if you're going to change up your behavior to not be available to said people or person, then it's not love that you're moving with. If you'll only talk to them when you find that their speech is favorable, because you don't want to you don't want to incur any type of friction, you don't want to deal in any way, shape, or form, then say something like, I like the person, I admire, I adore, things of that nature. Because love suffers long. Love is kind. Love is not easily provoked. Love does not look to find out the iniquity, the wrongdoing, and then say, aha, I told you. Love rejoices in the truth, not the subjective truth, not that stuff that's true today, Friday at, I don't know, 5:17. But then at 7:20 won't be the case. Won't be the case if I don't get enough sleep, but is the case as long as I get enough rest. Won't be the case if I don't have any alcohol, but is the case if I'm drunk or inebriated enough to say yes. That's subjective. And love rejoices in the truth that is always going to be the case any time of the day, any day of the week. A lot of sleep, no sleep, in a great mood, in a horrible mood, acting wonderfully, acting in a shameful fashion. See, love rejoices in the truth. Love is going to suffer long. It's going to hope all things. It's going to believe all things. It will not make excuses, but it will cover you. It will not make excuses, but it will cover you. It will not make excuses. Oh, but that's because, no, but it will cover you. Well, can we fix that? Let's see if I can fix it, and I'll get to them. I'll talk to them. Let's see if we can remedy this right here. Is there something that we can do? Are you sure that they heard you? They acknowledge it. Okay. Well, then that needs to be discussed. It doesn't make excuses, but it will cover you. Right. Yeah. Love is going to be the same that it was, and it may for humans deepen, but it will never lessen. You may need to draw boundaries because you may be a lover of someone who does not love you, which is very different. It's very different. And in those places, boundaries are necessary so that you don't give yourself away where people don't understand your value and don't care to know your value, and you have love for them for whatever the reason only the Lord knows, and thereby you cannot destroy yourself. Although love will put itself in harm's way so that you can see another day while it will take your place. Love will do that. So it's best to do the definition and understand what love is before you start talking about I love somebody, and then don't act in a way that shows love. Don't remember in a way that recalls that you love this person. Don't respond in a way that permits the truth of your loving them to be in the forefront, in the backdrop, on the sides of how you choose to move. And if you should, by whatever reasons, the shortness of our humanness, lose touch with what you spoke, then be supportive enough in your humanness to acknowledge, I'm not having the best moment. And if I wronged you in any way, I apologize. They shouldn't have to come to you, because see, love doesn't wait for somebody else to say, oh, you want to talk about the thing that you know you done jacked up. Love doesn't do that. So I am thinking that as we're getting older, and as you're doing things with more people, and as connection is becoming more of a value for more people, that we start using the right verbiage. And if you know you don't know what something means, stop saying it. And if you're not interested in finding out what it means, stop saying it. And if you're not interested in finding out what it means to the person that you're saying it to, as well as knowing what it means to you, stop saying it, because it would be not a nice thing to find out that we're all moving in a fraudulent way, when you could always do better than that if you just took the time to be interested, to ask a question, and to find out. So you don't know what it means, you can go check it out in this book called 1 Corinthians. Go to chapter 13. Google it. I don't know if AI can help you, but if it can, ask AI. What's the definition of love according to this 1 Corinthians chapter 13, because that's what the love of anything is, because that's what love is based on. God's love first and foremost, that everybody else then looks to mimic, and then in our humanness we distort. So just know the definition of what it is that you're saying, especially when it comes to that 4-letter word. Do better by it. Do better by yourself, with yourself, and with the choosing of what you choose to speak to people you choose to speak it to. And that's it. Have a great day, everybody.